Dear student, now I give lecture on classification of substations. The substations can be classified according to the service requirement: transformer substation, switching substation, power factor correction substation, frequency changer substation, converting substation, industrial substation. The substations can be classified according to the constructional features: indoor substation, outdoor substation, underground substation, pole mounted substation. Next, on the basis of nature of duties, the substations classified into step up or primary substations, step down or distribution substations, primary grid substations. Next, on the basis of operating voltages, high voltage substations, that is HV substations, extra high voltage substations, that is EHV substations, ultra voltage substations, that is UHV substations. Then, on the basis of importance, substations can be classified into grid substations and town substations. So these are the parameters which is used to classify the substations. Now we detailedly studied about the each and every substation. First, according to the service requirement, the first classification is transformer substation. The transformer substation changing the voltage level of the electrical supply. Based on the level of the voltage of the electrical supply changed, that substation is a transformer substation. The next, receive power of the some voltage and deliver it to the other voltage. That is either step down or step up, and then you can deliver it to other, that means the next voltage level. The next, the transformer be the main component. In the transformer substation, the transformer only is the heart of the substation only. The next, most of the substations are like transformer substation only. Because the power system consists of generation, transmission, distribution, the transformer can be used to deliver the power to the consumer through transformer via transmission and distribution transformers only. That's all. The next, switching substation. In this substation, do not change the voltage level. Voltage level not changed. Then incoming voltage is equal to outgoing voltage. If for example 11 kV voltage we have to transmit to the consumer now, there's 11 kV only, that is 11 kV is the incoming voltage. Now the outgoing voltage also 11 kV only. So in the switching substation, incoming voltage is equal to outgoing voltage. Simply perform the switching operation of the power lines. These types of substations are used to perform the switching operation of the power lines only. Then next, according to the service requirement, another two more substation: power factor correction substation. The name itself, this type of power station, that means correct the power factor. That means this substation used to improve the system power factor. This substation always located at the receiving end of the transmission line. Commonly, synchronous condenser is used for power factor correction in this type of the substation. Then next, converting substation. Converting substation is used to convert AC power to DC power. The application of the converting substation is traction purpose, that is the electric traction purpose, and then electroplating. For these two purposes, we have to use these type of substations. Then next, according to the service requirement, another two more is frequency changer substation, then industrial substation. In the frequency changer substation, those substation can change the supply frequency. Whether the frequency, that means changed from higher level to lower level or lower level to higher level, but these type of substation can be used to change the supply frequency only. The frequency change may require for industrial utilities. Industrial peoples only need different types of frequency ranges. If, for example, power, electronic device industries and all, they need different frequencies and all. So therefore the frequency changes substation can be used to change the frequency for industrial utilization purpose only. The next industrial substation. Supply power to the individual consumers. These type of substations are used only for individual consumers only for supply the power. The next parameter according to constructional features. So according to the construction feature, the substation classified into 4 types. First one is indoor. So the indoor substation voltage up to 11 kV. Up to 11 kV voltage we got to use indoor substation. And then the substation equipment installed in the indoors, that means the substation because of economic purpose consideration only. These type of the substations can put together and satisfy up to 66 kV also. The next is the outdoor substation. The voltage above 66 kV, such type of substations are called as a outdoor substation. Large number of equipments used in the outdoor substation like switches, circuit breaker, etc. Outdoor substation is not economical to install indoor because large space is required for installing the outdoor substation. The next underground substation. Underground substation used in thickly populated area where no space is available to construct open substation. Wherever the space is not available and then thickly populated area, such type of power station, this is underground substations we have to install. Pole mounted substation. This is the one of the type of outdoor substation only. Pole mounted substation is installed over H pole, that is the 4-pole structure. This is the cheapest substation. 11 kV or 33 kV substation, that means that is the voltage only is used in the pole mounted substation. Then next, on the basis of nature of duties, step up or primary substations. The primary the substations usually associated with generating stations. The generator voltage is low, that is 11 kV or 33 kV only. So in these substations the voltage is stepped down up to primary transmission voltage only. The next step down are distribution substations. In this substation located at the load center where the transmission or primary distribution voltage is stepped down to secondary distribution voltage, that is 415 volt or 230 volt only. So in this substation they feed the consumers, power feed the consumers through distribution network and service lines only. Then on the basis of nature of duties. So first one is primary grid substations located at suitable centers along the primary transmission line. These type of substation located at load centers along the primary transmission line only. In these primary substations, the primary transmission voltage is stepped down to different suitable secondary voltages only. In the primary grid substations, the voltage is further stepped down to sub-transmission voltages or primary distribution voltages. Then on the basis of operating voltages. So there are 3 types is there. One is high voltage substations. In the high voltage substation, based on the voltage only, this is called as a high voltage. High voltage between 11 kV and 66 kV. That means within this range only we have to use this type of substation. Then extra high voltage substation, the voltage range is 132 kV and 400 kV. Between 132 and 400 kV, we have to use these type of substations. Ultra voltage substations above 400 kV, operating voltages above 400 kV, such type of substations are called as a ultra voltage substation. These classification mainly based on the operating voltages of the substations only. The next, on the basis of importance. On the basis of importance, the substation can be classified into grid substations and town substation. Grid substation means bulk power transmitted from one point to another point in the grid only. Such type of power station only grid substations. Another is any disturbance in these substations may cause the failure of the grid. Suppose in case any disturbances, the disturbances may be, that means not under faulty only, some voltage, any level, that the parameter level also changes. Any disturbance happened in the substations, it will cause the failure of the grid only. Then in town substations, step down the voltages at 33 kV to 11 kV for further distribution in the town. We have to transmit the voltage or distribute the voltage to the consumer. That is, the consumers are stayed in the town only for the distribution purpose. So the voltage, that means, should be stepped down from 33 kV to 11 kV for further distribution in the town only. In the substation, suppose any failure occurs, what happened? That means the failure of the power supply for whole of the town. That means the failure of the power supply happened for whole of the town. This is the drawback of this type of power station only. Dear student, so in this lecture videos, you clearly understood the classification of substation, how the substations are classified based on which parameters, and then each and every substations uses, requirement, everything and all. Thank you students for watching this video.